Hey, this is Matt at Unbearable 73. This is part two of my breakdown of the Lord Deviant in Rings of Prime Season 1, Episode 1. I didn't want the video to go longer than 15 minutes, so hopefully this one won't be that. It'll be maybe 10 minutes or less. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We are on slide 11 here. So, as I said, in the actual lore, the elves could sail back and forth between Valinor, right? So we're not going to go crazy on that one. So here, this particular scene. This is Galadriel saying in the show that she thought she'd die and be there incarnated, and like resting among the trees, carved in wood or whatever. In the lore, elves don't die like men do, and Amazon actually has access to this in the appendices. Elves who die eventually reincarnate in Valinor in the halls of Mandos. In fact, the first elf to ever reincarnate was Galadriel's brother Finrod. Galadriel knows this, that she will see her brothers in Valinor eventually. Okay? Here they're saying the evil is gone. No, the evil is not gone. I understand from the stupid way they're structuring the story why they're doing this, but basically they're mystery boxing Sauron. They're setting up Xena Ladriel, elf warrior princess, as the chosen one who is the only person who believes in his return. In the lore, Sauron has been active for hundreds of years before the rings were forged. And this, but you have not seen what I've seen bit. I was going to go off on a long rant about this one, but I fundamentally realized they just don't have access to the stuff in the First Age, okay? Yes, she's seen a lot more than Elrond, that's given. But Elrond had, from when he was kidnapped with his brother Elros by the two surviving sons of Fëanor, Maedhros and Maegor, to be held as hostage to get a Silmaril back. And then eventually I think Maedhros to like it to the kids and taught them how to be warriors and stuff. Elrond fought at the end of that age just like anyone else. So this you have not seen what I've seen bit is a little disingenuous. Okay? I'm not going to belabor the point about Tolkien elves not having or having pointy ears. Okay, honestly, every adaptation gives elves pointy ears. Okay, so however, nowhere in The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, or The Silmarillion are elves ever described as having pointed ears. Now, in some of the second tertiary sources, for example, The Lost Road and other tales in part 3 of it, Tolkien refers to some elves, notably the Noldor and the Vanyar, having slightly pointier ears than humans. And in letter 23 says the Hobbit is only slightly pointed and elvish. The gist of this is that elvish ears, for those that were pointed, still should look like human ears that are pointy, which even us real humans have. I don't have quite a point. I have a little ridge. But my cousin actually has what almost looks like a point on the ears. It's a human feature to have a bit of a point up here sometimes, a bit of a ridge that could be a point. Now, the point is, though, they should not be so differently shaped that they could generate a racial slur of knife ears. That's a little ridiculous. I mean, it's just a little ridiculous. And I'm not trying to be petty and pick on stuff. Okay, so back to it. Sauron does not have a special magic sword or any other named weapon. In Peter Jackson's film, Sauron is depicted wielding a mace and armor similar to Morgoth because Sauron was his disciple, and that makes a little bit of logical sense, okay? In the lore, Sauron is depicted fighting with his will, his power, and by changing his shape. For example, he has a tremendous fight with Luthien, sings, and with Finrod singing songs of power, It seems that this show is basically turning Sauron into Hordak as Xenoladriel's She-Ra. The rumor for months, by the way, has been that this sword is Anglachel and that the kid is a descendant of Hurin. We'll see what that leads to. Finally, are you acquainted with the work of Lord Celebrimbor? This show is literally called The Rings of Power. They finally mentioned Celebrimbor almost in a significant way, almost 50 minutes in. Do you know who forged the 3 rings for the Elven Kingdom of the Sky, the 7 for the Dwarf Lords in the Halls of Stone, and the 9 rings for mortal men doomed to die? Celebrimbor did. He literally should be the main character, or one of the 2 or 3 main characters. Elrond has almost nothing directly to do with the forging of the rings. And last, no, there is not an elven rapture to get to the Undying Land. I've said this like 4 times now. You just sail there. The boat doesn't disappear. No magical pearly gates open on the oceans. Hell, Galadriel could have just kept swimming with our super endurance swim she does in the next episode to get there. This video is far longer than I intended. I broke it up into like a 15-minute and a 5-minute part. With luck, a lot of the seeds information planted in the first part of this episode will apply to all the succeeding episodes. I won't have to drop information bombs. As I said before, I'm not judging this show based on things Amazon has no rights to. That's why I'm doing this video separately, so I can get these complaints out of my system. And there is so much more that they could have done with this material and in so much a better way. I have my production issues and writing issues and structural issues, which are in the other video. But just looking at the lore, there's so much more they could have done with it that would have been better than what they did. Okay? Just so much. Comment down below if you have any questions for me about this video or about this video. Please share your thoughts. Share this video if you enjoyed it. Like if you dislike, dislike if you dislike, like if you dislike, like if you like, dislike if you dislike. Subscribe if you want to hear more from me. My name is Matt. This has been Unbearable 73. Have a nice day, and I am out of here. Peace.